Hi, this is Candy over Candy at Hainsworth Designs. Thank you so much for joining in today. I am taking a walk and I wanted to talk to you guys while I'm taking a walk. And I'm going to be glancing off the camera sometimes just to make sure that a bear or something is not sneaking up on me. But I wanted to take the time to talk to you about why I'm taking a walk. And so I went to the doctor as part of my health assessment. I always encourage all embroidery boss members and all of the mentoring students to do health assessments, because if you're not healthy, it's going to be virtually impossible to run your embroidery business effectively. And so between May and August of every year, I I I do a full examinations of everything. I go to the GYN, the dentist, get a physical, I have a mammogram, just everything that I need to do to make sure that I'm okay. Well, this year when I was doing my physical, my doctor told me that pretty much that I had put on substantially amount of weight since 2015, which I knew, but it's just time to do something about it. And to be to give you a number, I put on 33 pounds since June of 2015, which is a lot because it's 2 years later. My father passed away in July of 2015, so I had had a physical recently before then. Well, in talking to my doctor about what I could do to, get this weight off, the idea of taking walks, joining a gym, changing my eating habits, all those things that I don't like to do, all those things that I feel like I don't have time to do. And as my doctor was talking to me, I started to think about some of the things that I say to the mentoring students: causing yourself to stretch, be willing to stretch, and changing my eating habits, taking a walk during the day or in the morning before I head into my studio. That's something that I have to add into my routine. It's necessary if I want to effectively run my business and have good health. And so, what I'm doing is not working. And so, snacking in my studio without having any exercise really is not working for me. And so if you are doing something in your embroidery business that's not working, you got to be willing to do something differently, and that is a stretch. And so taking a walk right now, changing my eating habits, my drinking habits. I love juices, that kind of thing. That's going to be a stretch for my life, to be quite frank. Making this stretch is going to give me the ability to sustain my life, to preserve my life, to have a healthy life. And so I got to be willing to do it, even though it's an inconvenience, even though I don't like to do it. I have to be willing to do it. And so that's what we have to think about when we are doing things differently, or when we're asked or told to do things differently in our embroidery business. You might not like it, you might not even agree with it, but if it means that you get to sustain your embroidery business and you make it stronger, you got to do it, even if the process isn't favorable, something that you would like. If the results prove, that you would be a better you, a uh, better business owner, things will run smoothly, then why not? So losing this weight will help me be a better me, a stronger me, a healthier me. One of the things that I did notice was I was always out of breath. I'm out of breath now. I'm going up a hill, but I'm out of breath now. And my embroidery business is located in my basement. And going up and down the stairs to answer the door became an almost like an oh boy kind of thing. And that's a simple task. And so that's how I knew that this weight started to get to me. Now I'm going up this hill and I am out of breath. out of breath, completely out of breath. And so I need to do it. I'm going to stop, take a breather, look around, make sure no bears are sneaking up on me because I'm vulnerable. And this is why I need to lose this weight, because it's just not healthy. And so what I have been doing is not working. Apparently it is not working. And so I have to be willing to do something differently. My heart is pounding because my heart is like, what is going on? All right. And I'm sure that I'll start sweating in a couple of minutes more so profusively than any other time. But this is a stretch for me. But I got to be willing to do it because I want to be a better me. And so if you want your embroidery business to be a better embroidery business, be willing to stretch. Be willing to do something differently and move forward. Now, one of the things that I will say, I'm going to start walking again because I had a nice little 2-minute break. One of the things that I will say is come up with a plan. Don't just start stretching. You have to stretch with a plan. And so for me, I knew that walking was a good plan for me. It's good exercise for my heart, for my legs. It's something that I knew that will cause me to sweat. It was a good plan for me. Joining a gym was not a good plan for me. I just really don't have the time to do it. And so realistically, that is not an option. Hey, how you doing? That was not an option for me. And so come up with a plan. That's what I was going to say, though. Come up with a plan and make it a realistic plan that is achievable. Don't set it to the point where you can't achieve it, because then you're going to get discouraged. Then you're going to fail, so to speak, because you're going to give up. Again, have to stop. See? That's not good. Oh, let's wait. I'm dying here. But I wanted to walk a mile a day. Realistically, my doctor had asked me to walk 2 to 3 miles, 3 to 4 times a week. Realistically, that's not going to happen. So I can commit to walking 1 mile per day for 7 days, which is every day. And I also have a backup plan. When it is raining or when it's cold, because it gets really cold out here, I have a treadmill. I have a really good treadmill, not one of them little cheapy ones. So again, there's no reason for me not to commit to this, to do this, and to commit to this. And so that's what I'm talking about in regards to stretching. You come up with a plan that makes sense. I'm just trying not to make sure that I don't get anybody's license plates and stuff, on camera and stuff. And so the plan is for me to take a walk. And starting again, when I get out of breath again, I'm going to have to stop. And so in your embroidery business, that's what you want to do. Okay, so when you are thinking about stretching, thinking about doing something new, be willing to get an outside opinion. You understand? And this is not a plug-in for my embroidery mentoring program. Lord knows right now I am not in the mindset to be promoting no embroidery mentoring program. But I am in the mindset of promoting a better you. And and promoting a better me. And so if you have to get an outside opinion on what you need to be doing with your website or your Facebook page, or what items you could be adding. Whatever you need to do it. Be willing to do it. And make measurable goals. Okay, like for me, the measurable goal was walking 1 mile a day for every day. Okay, not 3 miles 2 to 3 times a week. No, because walking 1 mile every day is literally going to be about 15 to 20 minutes, right? Opposed to walking 3 miles, that's going to be about an hour. I don't have that kind of time. And so this is so bad. I'm hoping things get better as I continue to do this. But as you can see, obviously this is well needed. Yes, I'm walking uphill, but not a big old mountain to the point where I should be out of breath like this. And so this is something that was overdue and needed to be done. So once again, going back to your embroidery business, when you are stretching, make a measurable goal, something that is achievable. You want to get an outside opinion on what you should be doing. You want to make a plan, put a plan in place of how you're going to achieve this goal. Give yourself a deadline or a strategy on how it's going to get done. Now for me, I would like to lose about 40 pounds, not 33, 40 pounds. That is a nice weight for me. I'm comfortable at that weight. I was very comfortable back in 2015. Not slim. I've never been a slim, skinny girl. Always been a girl or a woman with some meat on her. But apparently I got a lot of meat on me now. So losing 40 pounds is a measurable... Oh, my goodness, see? Losing 40 pounds is a goal that is achievable for me. And I'm not trying to lose 40 pounds in 2 weeks. You know, I'm going to give myself a 6-month goal. Okay, so I would say this is coming toward the end of the summer. So I would say around Valentine's Day, I should be cute, right? I should be 40 pounds cuter, 40 pounds lighter and 40 pounds cuter. And so that's what I plan to do. Try to lose an average of, I don't know, maybe 4 to 5 pounds a month and keep it off. Not just lose it, but keep it off. And that's another thing too, with your embroidery business, when you are stretching and you are coming out with a plan in place, you don't just want to lose weight. You don't just want to come up with a plan for your business. You want to come up with a strategy, come up with a system, come up with a routine, and keep it in place. Okay, and then after a certain amount of time, evaluate it, see if it's working. You know what I mean? See how it has affected your embroidery business. See how transactions are running, how customers are liking it, how it makes your life easier and make you run your embroidery business effectively. And so that's what I would like to say. And okay, so I done walked a half a mile with you guys. And I am at my point and I am actually turning back around. Oh, that wasn't so bad. It wasn't so good, but it wasn't so bad. And I am now headed back to my home. And that was a half a mile. And then when I get back to my home, that will be a full mile. And I would have achieved my goal for working on my health for today. And I'm just going to probably have some apple slices and water for lunch, and then go into my embroidery business, my embroidery studio, take me like a 5-minute shower, and then I'll be there for the rest of the afternoon and the evening. And so that's what the plan is. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this walk every day at the same time, but every day is the goal. That's the goal. And that's what I want to just kind of reaffirm with you guys. Make sure you have a goal in place. Make sure it's measurable. Do some evaluations. I go back to the doctor next month because I want to monitor what I'm doing, if it's working or not. And hopefully I would have lost about and kept off 5 or 6 pounds by then. But I'll have the opportunity to reevaluate, you know, and if not, then guess what? Back to the drawing board. I have to do something differently. I just want to make sure that no animals, no little doggies are coming out trying to attack me. But okay, so guys, we are at 15 minutes. I don't want to keep you much longer than that because I'm just heading back. But just think about what I said in regards to stretching, doing things differently in your embroidery business, reevaluating, come up with a plan, causing yourself to stretch, and tell me what you think about that. Wish me luck on my journey to weight loss. Hopefully you will be able to see some results in about 3 or 4 months or so. My chubby face shouldn't be so chubby, hopefully. And let me know what you think about it. Until then, guys, thank you for joining in with me, and I'll see you next time.